The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. They'll give it to Malton. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. On the ground, it's Wallace. Enough to move the chains. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Straight ahead, it's Wallace. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Beck. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Moulton. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Comes down, it's Diaz. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Handoff for Moulton. Got enough for the 1st down. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Escapes the pressure to his right. It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Left side, it's James. Caught, and he's got room. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run with Malton. Bust through behind his pad. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Beck. Turns it upfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes a handoff, it's Wallace. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it. See some running room. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And the Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Touchdown, Hawkeye!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, it's Wallace. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Wallace. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Right side, it's Wallace. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unleashes it. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The Hawkeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback will keep it. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Wallace. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Sowell. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Shakes off the defender. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Martin. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. plugged. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Handoff again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This drive will open from the 15. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Hand it to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Push is ahead. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Going long. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Buying a little time to his left. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not... Or he sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Martin. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty.
Booster.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead with the 6. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Look out! And it's a sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Martin. Still on his feet. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hits inside, it's Wallace. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Run in the red zone, it's Wallace. Pulled to the ground.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. For yardage. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Penn State. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Buying time to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it at the 25. Off to the races. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying the run, it's Moulton. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Kamari again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wallace. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Powers inside. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the 1st down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead.
They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grabbed behind the line. It's Diaz. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Hawkeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Moulton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Right side, it's Peoples. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Beck. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Still looking. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. He's got it along the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Iowa spends its 2nd time out here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. fights off a defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now the Hawkeyes will call their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's good! And with that, they've taken the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.